Hi, and I am back to doing my videos again because I get so many people asking me all the time to keep sharing, and I don't know what it is sometimes with talk about life getting in my way, myself getting in my way, but here I am starting to share again on these topics. And if you have anything you'd like to ask me, of course, just send me some questions. So, one of the things that is a hot topic around the world, or not the world, I should say the Facebook world, and with our local community as well, is the topic of what is it to experience bliss? What is bliss about? And is bliss perhaps, is it an emotional state of like feeling fulfilled and happy because you're doing what you want to do in your life? You've got a loving, supportive community around you, and you're realizing your dreams. Or is it a bliss that comes from within, that is a bliss that comes from being connected to the divine? So you've got, two definitions of what is bliss and where does it come from. So I think just analyze this. The problem, I don't even want to call it a problem, but the issue is semantics. It's simply that, because when you talk about the bliss that comes from being able to freedom you experience when you're able to pursue your dreams and you're able to, have a supportive community around you and, have all of the love and support in your life to be able to realize those things that mean so much to you, you do feel a state of gratitude and bliss for life. And that's an absolutely beautiful, amazing place to be at, that, more and more of us are becoming privileged to actually experience that. However, here's a big however. A lot of times, some life sometimes happens no matter what you do, and you can go from that state of being into something else where, somehow you end up feeling not so free. Or perhaps you haven't gotten to that point of realizing your dreams and you're not feeling so free. Let's say your health isn't good. Let's say you're in a job you don't enjoy. Let's say your family life isn't the way you want it to look, and let's say there are a lot of things that are constricting you. Let's say you've got major health issues. Well, how is it possible then to realize and feel bliss if you're in those states, when you don't have the physical support, you don't have the emotional support around you, and you don't have the community support? And I think that's something I really want to talk about, because yes, there is an answer. There is actually, there is a way to experience what I call divine bliss. And there's so many different traditions, everything from the Christian tradition to the Hindu tradition to Buddhist tradition to Judaism, to everything talks about being able to have experiences of the Holy Spirit, having Kundalini experiences, having a visceral connection to the divine that allows you to transcend those moments. You transcend everything around you, and then you end up having a state of bliss that comes from within, that is from your experience of your connection to God. And it is quite a real experience. And there are lots of books written about this kind of thing. There's so many wonderful ones out there about Kundalini experiences, visitations of the Holy Spirit, all of this. And one of the beautiful things is there's so many people have actually had these experiences and yet don't know quite how to build on them or integrate them into their daily lives. But these experiences are a doorway to achieving higher levels of consciousness and experiencing that state of inner bliss and connection more and more in life. And actually, when you can access that space, then all those other things of having supportive community, being able to follow your dreams, those become more of a reality. So it's kind of a back door. I call it like the secret key to actually being able to accomplish those things when sometimes all seems lost. And it's also one of the beauties of 12-step programs as well, because they talk so much about, believing in a higher power that you can surrender to. And your higher power can be anything you choose, but you're surrendering. You're surrendering that ego, your will, to this higher power. And I've seen it change so many people's lives literally in a moment. And it is that divine grace, that moment of inner bliss, the bliss of the divine, that actually gets you. It comes and gets you. So that's the main thing I wanted to talk about in this particular video post, is when the divine bliss or God comes and gets you rather than you having to reach out for it. So when you begin to honor those experiences of inner bliss, those moments of true connection to God, you expand on them. And of course, being humans in a modern day world, you can feel completely expanded and bliss-like. And then the next moment, it's like you feel constricted again. And you're like, what happened to my bliss? Oh my God, what did I do wrong? And you didn't do anything wrong. It's just part of being human. Being a human is, part of this cycle of expansion, contraction, expansion, contraction. And as we evolve, we expand more, but our consciousness is like that, many octaves on a piano. So as you begin to honor that state of bliss within you, it expands. And then you'll go through moments where you'll say, oh, nothing's happening. I'm not feeling anything. And boom, out of the blue, it's going to come get you. You're suddenly going to be driving, you'll be walking, you'll be cooking. And that feeling will actually come and emerge on its own. And no matter what kind of mood you're in, no matter what kind of state of mind you're in, it comes and gets you. I've talked to so many people about this, and it's such a beautiful piece that we're missing in a lot of the pop psychology. If manifest your reality, stay positive at all times. That definitely has so much power and has so much to offer. Yet this other bit of the divine grace and how it can alter your life when you finally just relax and allow yourself to be, that's there as well. So anyway, that was the main thing I really wanted to post about today. So thank you, and until the next time.